Count Corla. Look, respect is the most important thing, and we're talking about it here in this house everywhere we go, whether it's the bathrooms or whatever, to respect our colleagues and our people. Will we show respect to the firemen and women up in the gallery here tonight, and in every town and village in Tipperary, who are waiting for that call, and the country, who are waiting for that call to go out, put themselves in the line of danger to look after us? Imagine we're operating on a model that's there since the 1950s. Imagine that, Minister. So your government and successive governments have really let them down. And we have survey undertaken by the NDFM of retained firefighters indicated that 60% of the service intended to retire or leave the service into the next 5 years. Minister, this is appalling. It's an appalling vista. Because you know why? The Gardaí are so scarce on the ground now that the firemen, and Sunday night, where we had a fatality in Carrick-on-Shore, the firemen had to block the roads. And that happens on a regular basis. And many occasions, the ambulance service is so depleted that the firemen and women have to sit with a patient, seriously injured in many cases, and stay with that patient for hours to wait for an ambulance, while the folly of ambulances crisscrossing the country, the damage that you've done to the ambulance service as well. And it all falls back on volunteers, voluntary retained servicemen. I salute them from the bottom of my heart, and the work that they do, and the way they put themselves in danger. We have Tipperary town, where we're short there with the last 3 or 4 years, and management know about it. When there's any call out in Tip town, a unit has to be mobilised from Cashel or indeed Care. And that is a scandalous situation. And who's to back up to come behind those brave men and women if they're needed to help to rescue them? And we saw what happened in Donegal and in Creesla. We saw what can happen anywhere in the flick of a match. I spoke to Mark this evening, who had to leave the service. He loved his job, because he couldn't get accommodation. Imagine they have to live and reside within 5 minutes of their station. So he can't get accommodation. So that excludes a cohort of volunteers from rural Ireland that can't join because they are on call and they haven't the support or they haven't the time to get there. So look, it's time that we copped on here. I've seen you here accepting motions here willy-nilly with the last 12, 15 months, and you have the audacity to oppose this motion here tonight. I say shame on your government and shame on your minister. The minister of mine wouldn't even wait for us to have our space. So I salute the brave men and women of the retained fire services, and we must look after them and have respect for them. Go to Mahgood.